Rex today, property of the week time, of course, with the team at Property Brokers. This week's feature property located 50 minutes east of Masterton. It offers a range of land use opportunities for potential buyers. And we've got Tony McKenna, PB, Rural Sales Consultant, on the line now to tell us all about it. G'day, Tony. How's things?
Good morning, Dom. Very good, thank you. And you?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Can't complain. Sunny day in Dunedin, where I'm broadcasting from. Tell us exactly where this particular property is located.
Yeah, sure, Dom. So this property is located, as you say, 50 minutes or 58 minutes drive east of Masterton. Masterton is the bigger of the service towns here in the Wairarapa, population about 26,000 people, and about 7.3k from the east coast on the Wairarapa east coast. Popular fishing grounds, as some of the locals will know, for the likes of blue nose, harpooker, and the good old favourite blue cod, crayfish, and parwa. So yeah, great location if you're into that sort of lifestyle as well. And of course, we're about 2 hours 14 to the Wellington port to the property.
All right. Well, that paints us a pretty good picture of where it is. So tell us all about it. What are the key elements of this property, Tony?
Yeah, so Te Apiti is 1,177 hectares, so just under 3,000 acres for the old school. We recognise it as a medium to steeper hill country store farm. It's a third generation farm in 5 titles. It's really split into 2 blocks. Well, not 2 blocks, but 2 separate portions. One, the eastern side of the property, which is where the main farming operation takes place. That's around about 515 odd hectares. It's east-facing country, east to northeast facing country. So that's where the farming operation takes place. On the west side of the property is an area that is called, which the vendor calls it, the Bismarck block, and that's predominantly covered in mostly native and variable ages of pines, some mature, very mature millable pines, and a few clearings as well. That block's a bit of a support block to the main farming area, which is on the east.
Okay. In terms of things like infrastructure, dwellings, things like that, what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so the farm, it's strategically placed satellite yards. There's a number of satellite yards around the farm. A farm of this nature, not having to bring stock in from the very back of the farm, it's a convenience factor, really, having these yards. So five sets of satellite yards throughout the farm. The main house has typical station-style buildings. There's a 4-stand wool shed with a 500 night pen, a 3-bay, newish 3-bay implement shed with a designated workshop as a 4th bay, shearers' quarters, and your normal outbuildings associated with this sort of property.
Okay.
Good infrastructure. There's a airstrip as well on the property with a manure bin, fertiliser bin, and good access for the trucks to that.
Fantastic. So it's got a lot of good things on offer with this particular property. Tell us about the actual details around people being able to view it, when's it being sold, these sorts of things.
Yeah, so we've got a tender for this property, a 6-week tender, 23rd of November, Wednesday, 4 p.m. is the cut-off date. Tenders can be submitted here to the Property Brokers Office, 84 Chapel Street, Masterton. If they want to discuss anything or any information about the property, just give me a ring. My number's 027 90 10 246. They can either call myself or our area manager here, John Ahrens, or pop onto the Property Brokers website, www.propertybrokers.co.nz, and all the details are on there. We've got a fairly informative information memorandum that we can send out to those buyers.
Fantastic stuff. Te Apiti is the name of the property. It'll appeal to a variety of potential buyers, and they're not really expecting this one to be on the market for too long. As Tony said, for more information, just get a hold of him or the team in around that particular area of the country. Tony, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Tom. Appreciate it.